successful endeavor undertaken by Harry and Meghan is being targeted by the British tabloid press. They're trying to portray and spread this lie that Harry and Meghan are unsuccessful. And right now, they're targeting Harry's memoir, Spare. That is what they are targeting. Harry's best-selling memoir, Spare. Now, my family, here is what is being said. The Prince Harry's memoir, Spare, is the most dumped book of the summer, with up to 100 copies left behind by holidaymakers at resorts in Spain, Greece, and Turkey. That is what is being said, my family. That is what they are basically saying, my family. And my family, allow me to just say this first of all. Let me start by saying this. Numbers do not lie. UK tabloids, they lie, but numbers, they just don't lie. My family, when Harry's memoir Spare was released, it sold up to 3.2 million copies in its first week. Its first week. My family, its first week. My family and Harry got a huge payday. Harry scored a huge payday. And my family, allow me to share with you what even Kaiser said about this, because Kaiser agrees with me. Harry's memoir Spare is a massive bestseller. Millions of copies of Spare have been sold worldwide in dozens of languages. Harry's audiobook narration has been listened to millions of times as well. The memoir might be the single most successful venture from Prince Harry. Written, my family, Harry's book, written by ghostwriter J.R. Moringer. My family, Harry's memoir, Spare. And my family, allow me just kindly say this because I like this part. Harry's memoir, Spare, is the single most successful even venture from Prince Harry. And it has made him a lot of money. A lot of money. And my family, obviously, the tabloids, they face a conundrum. How do they turn this incredible publishing masterpiece, Harry's life story, into something negative? Lying about what Harry wrote did not work. My family, instead, what happened was they ended up giving Harry millions of dollars worth of free publicity and drove up sales even more. Remember, they lied that Prince Harry was somehow gloating about the lives of Taliban terrorists that he took while he was a soldier serving in Afghanistan. My family, clearly it was a lie. Clearly it was a lie. My family. But what they did is that they ended up giving Harry way more free publicity, because people would pay millions for that kind of publicity even though it was negative. and full of, lies about Prince Harry. And even this company, Penguin Random House, I don't think they needed to even pay much for marketing, because tabloids did that in the UK themselves. They marketed Harry's memoir spare themselves. Even if they were lying, they still were marketing Harry's memoir spare. And my family, no one can deny success of Harry's memoir spare. And even Kaiser says this, that they have tried crying about spare endlessly. They have tried quoting Harry accurately, because his memoir is now part of the historical record. And his version is now the record of so much of the past 3 decades. And even though they're trying to, change some stories, the thing is, people who have read Harry's memoir, they know the truth. My family. And right now, we are seeing them trying a new tactic. We are seeing UK tabloids trying a new tactic, making wild claims about how people bought the book and then left Harry's memoir spare behind during their holidays. That is what basically they are saying. And my family, just kindly hear more on what is being said. That Harry's memoir spare has reportedly been left in rooms, bins, and by pools at holiday spots across Europe, and further afield in Spain, Greece, and Turkey. And my family, here is what has also been said. Tour operator on the beach said it had received 100 copies left behind of Harry's memoir, and that hotel workers were fed up with seeing the copies being left behind. That is what is being said. And then suddenly, a chief customer officer, Zoe Harris, told a UK tabloid, the Sun tabloid owned by Rupert Murdoch, that we have never ever witnessed anything quite like it. My family, first of all, allow me to just kindly say this. Harry is suing the Sun tabloid, and the Rupert Murdoch media outlets are lying about Prince Harry. And they've been lying about Harry for a very, very long time. They don't want Harry to be seen or viewed as a success story, but he already is. He already is, my family. Harry escaped the gilded cage. Harry is a free man. For the first time ever, he owns a home that he can say it's his, that no one can force him out of. No one can do that, my family. He has an amazing wife, Meghan, 2 amazing kids, Archie and Lily. Amazing kids, my family. So my family, no matter what they do, they just can't, lie and make their stories stick. Because my family, you can easily poke holes into what they are saying. Because Rupert Murdoch-owned media outlets lie so much about Prince Harry, and they want to destroy Harry and Meghan. That's what they want to achieve. No matter what they do, my family, they can't lie about this. Harry's memoir spare, my family, performed so amazingly well. And even the head of Penguin Random House, he said that Harry's memoir spare, surpassed even their most bullish expectations. My family, no matter what you do, Rupert Murdoch, this memoir written by Harry was extremely successful, and nobody in the world can ever deny that. No one can spin the story, nobody. Not Harry's Memoir Spare, my family. No one can spin that to say that it was a flop. The people don't want to read it. My family. People have read Harry's story. They have seen what Harry has been through. And they are not happy after what they've seen, the royal family, how they poorly treated Harry and Meghan. My family, I believe that one of the reasons why the tabloids are trying to spin this story and say that, hey, look, Spare was, is being dubbed by people in Europe. They don't like it, blah, 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 all a bunch of lies, my family. It's because they want to stick with this narrative that in the royal family, you can get that fairy tale. The royal family, what they have going on, my family, is that people believe in this fairy tale, happily ever after. But that already has been ruined. It's been destroyed. And the tabloids and the royal family don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Clearly, for those who have read Harry's Memoir Spare, people can see that life there is not just worth it, my family. Allow me to read even some reviews of Harry's Memoir Spare. Now, one person said this: I feel for Harry. His unusual childhood, his demeaning position in the royal family, his entire life being lived out in front of the cold, invading loneliness. My family, of the ever temperamental and judgmental public eye, all having negligently, selfishly, and possibly even willfully placed on him an unavoidable, bleakly hollow, puppet-like existence that cruelly, designated Harry as a symbol of perpetual unfulfillment by way of the same. All that we know of Harry makes us want to cheer him on, to see him find his place in the world, take charge of his own life, become on his own terms the endearing and noble prince we see tucked away inside of him. We want him to be free to discover his own greatness and decide his own destiny. My family, that's just, one review of Harry's Memoir Spare from one person, my family. And my family, someone else also said this. I like this comment. Harry's Memoir Spare is like a peek behind the curtain of the world's most famous family. And let's just say, it's not all sunshine and tiaras. Growing up in the royal family is like being trapped in a never-ending reality show with the whole world tuning in to watch your every move. It's enough to make anyone go a little cuckoo. Harry is honest about the struggles he's faced with mental health and how the media circus has only made things worse. It's like he's saying, hey, I'm just a regular guy who happens to be a prince. Can I please have some personal space? And honestly, who can blame him? It's like paparazzi are always lurking around every corner, waiting to pounce like a pack of hungry hyenas. Harry pulls back the veil on the dark side of fame and it's not pretty. My family, that's another review of Harry's memoir Spare. My family, people ain't happy at seeing how Harry has been treated in the royal family. People are not pleased. People are not happy. You know, people are not happy, my family, about how Prince Harry has been treated, and also how Meghan has been poorly treated by the royal family. So I get why tabloids are doing what they're doing by trying to portray that people are leaving, the book behind. I get what they're trying to say, the message they're trying to send. First, they're trying to play that, Harry's memoir Spare is not, successful. Secondly, they also want to imply that people are siding with the cult that is the royal family, even after reading Harry's memoir Spare, which is not the case. Only a racist would side with the royal family after reading Harry's memoir Spare of what Harry and Meghan have been through. Because Harry has said many, many things. He has explained even the racism that Meghan went through. And if he saw it, if he read it, and from what we can see in his memoir, he saw the racism. And if he saw it, Meghan also saw it. And it hurt them both so much. So my family, there are things that nobody can just shrug off. And tabloids, no matter what they want, they can't shrug off that people are angry at how Harry and Meghan have been poorly treated. And my family, clearly, in the royal family, in Britain's royal family, you can't have a fairy tale in the royal family. You can only have one when you flee the royal family. You can only have a fairy tale life when you flee the royal family, not when you're a part of the royal family. And I feel like some Karens are angry because after what has happened to Meghan, after what Meghan and Harry have said on the record about what they were put through, my family, people can see that, being in the royal family, it's not worth it. It is not worth it. They themselves, Charles, William, Kate, and Camilla, my family, most of them there, they hate each other. And no wonder they leak stories against each other. In the words of the late King George, we are not a family. We're a farm. When he was asked about, the royal family, if they were a family. My family, they are not. They are not. And my family, in response to this story, Kaiser also said this. Congrats to Prince Harry. He is now the John Grisham of memoirists. Grisham, one of the most popular and prolific authors of the past century, has seen his paperbacks left behind at vacation spots all around the world. For years, copies of Grisham's legal dramas could be found anywhere you looked. I think the Da Vinci Code was like that too. Everyone had a copy. Copies were always being left behind. It's quite a big deal for an author to get to that level where your book is so ubiquitous that everyone has a copy. And there are spare copies lying around wherever you go. Anyway, thanks to all other people for buying Harry's memoir Spare and leaving Spare behind for the next vacationer to read. Kaiser says that, my family. And my family, they're saying 100 copies were left behind. That's what basically is being said. My family, there's something that Harry said in his memoir to the reader of his memoir, Spare. My family, Prince Harry said this, my family. Allow me to share with you this kindly. And to you, the reader, thank you for wanting to know my story in my words. I am so grateful to be able to share it thus far. And to you, the reader, thank you for wanting to know my story in my words. I am so grateful to be able to share it thus far. My family, Harry said that because Harry wanted people to hear his story. And my family, Harry is grateful that people bought his memoir. Millions bought his memoir to read it because they wanted to know Harry's story from Harry himself. And that was the point of this memoir, Spare, my family, for Harry to tell his own story himself. And I'm thankful that Harry told his story himself. No one should ever tell your story on your own behalf. You deserve the right to tell your story yourself. And I'm happy that Harry got that chance, my family, to be able to share his story. And that millions have read Harry's memoir, Spare. The point of it all was for people to read. And if you've read the memoir and you're finished, you can put it away. You can do anything you want with Harry's memoir as long as you have been able to hear his story from Harry himself. Not from anyone else, from Harry himself. And people are upset at how Harry and Meghan have been poorly treated by the firm. People can get the gist of the racist, bigoted tabloids that exist in the UK, that behave unethically, that hack phones. People can see, my family, in the UK, there is no real press. Everyone can see that, my family. And my family, and because of the UK tabloid press, my family, Britain, right now, it's standing internationally is just extremely so low. So low. Because they have an unethical, criminal, bigoted, racist tabloid press in the UK. Everyone in the world knows that right now. My family, everyone in the world knows that. And everyone in the world has read Harry's memoir, Spare, as to what happened to Caroline Flack because of tabloid hounding. She lost her life. Everyone saw what happened to Diana. And the Murdoch-owned press must know this. After Harry's memoir, Spare, more eyes have been opened and people are upset. At what the tabloid media owned by the Murdochs and Rothermere are doing to Harry and Meghan with the approval and consent of senior members of the royal family. I just saw today, my family, that Jamaica also wants to push ahead seeking independence from Britain, my family, to remove Charles as the head of state. People are angry. People are upset. I recall even that tour, that flop tour that Kate and William did to the Caribbean. And my family, it was leaked just a bunch of weeks ago that Kate and William were not going to be going on those trips anymore after their flop tour. And I recall when Kate and William were in Jamaica. And then even before they sat down, the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, he said, we want to chart our own path. We want to seek independence right in front of William and Hamilton. My family, if you are someone who is William, if you're someone like William, you feel upset, angry, because you've been brought up, feeling so entitled. When you see our Prime Minister saying, hey, look, we are ditching you, my family, that hurts William to the core. And they call those tours charm offensives so they can keep the monarchy. But my family, they seem to have forgotten those countries. There are many people of color, and they have seen how they have poorly treated Harry and Meghan, especially Meghan, a woman of color. And people just want to ditch the monarchy, even because of how poorly Meghan has been treated. In the Harry and Meghan docuseries, Harry said this: the royal family have lost a great chance with my wife. And my family, Harry, was 1,000,000% right. They lost a great chance because they couldn't hide or control their racism towards Meghan. My family. Now, my family, the royal family only cares about having tabloids on their side. But what they forget is that in different countries, the family, in different countries, people are not gullible enough to believe what they see on tabloids. That's what they forget. People are not gullible to believe what they read on tabloids. And people with common sense have seen what Harry has been through. They have read Harry's memoir Spare. They have seen the racism that Meghan was put through. And not a single member of the royal family ever came out to condemn racism towards Meghan. Not even one person. Not even one person came out to condemn racism towards Meghan. Not even one person. Why? Because they were the ones leaking negative stories about Harry and Meghan to the press. And my family, and so to the Murdoch and Rothermere owned press, who are saying that Harry's book is being dumped. Guess what? Millions have read Harry's memoir Spare. Millions. Millions. They bought Harry's memoir Spare. They have read his story. They have their story inside their minds. They have Harry's story. They have seen and read from Harry's own account of what happened to he and Meghan. A first-hand account. And people are not happy. People ain't happy. People ain't happy. People are not happy, as to how Harry and Meghan have been poorly treated. And people can see life in the royal family isn't what the hustle my family, even to being there my family, because people just can see it for what it is. A farm are not a family. There is no fairy tale in the royal family. You only have one when you leave. And guess what? So much millions already is in Harry's pocket, thanks to his memoir, Spare. thanks to Harry's memoir, Spare. My family, which I'm very, very happy and pleased about. I love Harry's memoir, Spare. My family. So no matter what tabloids say, they'll never ever be able to deny, no matter how much they're trying to, that Harry's memoir, Spare has been hugely successful. They cannot deny that, my family. They cannot deny what's already on record. My family, I believe that I've said enough kindly. Now tell me your thoughts about what we have just discussed kindly. I'd like to please hear your opinion. With that and so much more, stay tuned on this video. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Britannia, and Doria Ragland, and all of you members of the squad at home. He never wins, love wins. My family, God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lily Britannia, and Doria Ragland, and all of you members of the squad at home. No weapon formed against Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lily Britannia, and Doria Ragland shall ever prosper. He never wins, love wins. Thank you, Harry, for telling your story. Thank you. The world has heard you, and we stand with you. The only fairy tale that exists, you won't find it in the royal family. You can only get it when you leave the royal family. Stay tuned to this video. Love you always and forever. And that's something really which tabloids don't want, to be etched into the minds of people. But guess what? People already can see it. My family, stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great, great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.